stars, dear audience, dear cinema lovers who are here to hold our hands, things should go well. To present this great evening, there are basically at least two options. Both are valid. A more official version and a more familiar one, if I can put it in that way. Let's start with the official version, shall we? In the scope of less than 10 days last year, the French Film Festival in Kolkata has become a new beacon of Franco-Indian friendship. It was, by all accounts, a great success. And this year a new stage will be reached, which represents both a deepening and a widening. Firstly, deepening through the multiplication of contacts established by Alliance Française du Bengal over the last 12 months with leading Indian professionals close to France. Pretty boy, you are one of them. France is indeed proud to welcome to this festival in person or through their work all the stars currently sitting on my left, plus the immense shadows of legends such as Satyajit Ray and Rinal Sen, all of whom by shining at Cannes and confirm the immense place of Indian and Bengali cinema in the world cinematography pantheon. Evening will be underlined too by the roundtable discussions starting as early as tomorrow, which will enable both Indian and French professionals to exchange views on such important topics as international co-productions, women in cinema, or the future role of artificial intelligence in audiovisual creation. The broadening is first and foremost geographical. It is the goal of the mountains and the place given to an endearing cinematography, that of Bhutan. Images of great beauty and messages imbued with humanism and spirituality. No doubt a wonderful discovery for many Indian cinema lovers. This year's festival is also being expanded to include literature with the presence in Kolkata of David Fuentinos, a multi-talented French writer and director renowned in both the literary and film worlds. This festival number 2, which looks promising for all these regions, comes at the end of a year which has seen new developments in Franco-Indian relations. The first symbol. French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to India a few weeks before the launch of the first festival last year for Republic Days 2024 was echoed a few days ago by the Indian Prime Minister's visit to Paris. He co-chaired there the Summit for Action on Artificial Intelligence, a major challenge for our societies that goes far beyond the artistic considerations I mentioned earlier. A second symbol. In a couple of weeks, thanks to the huge determination, motivation, and efforts of all kinds, of the government of West Bengal, and with the support of both the French Embassy in Delhi and the Consulate General of France in Kolkata, the restoration of the famous heritage building will start in Chandernagore, a few dozens of miles away from this hall on the Hooghly River, a symbol itself of the Franco-Indian relationship. And now let's explain what I call the family version. Like many arts, cinema is a family, a chain. It all starts from a good script, a good story. So writers, storytellers are the first link in the chain. After maybe the producers, but this is another story. Then come filmmakers and actors, actresses, actually the gods and goddesses of the family, the most admired cousins, and all the technical staff, more than 100 jobs and specialties. One has only to read any film credits to be convinced of it. And finally, and maybe the most important, the last leg, the end of the chain, the one who justifies all the rest. You, me, we, the simple cinema fans and lovers. As a conclusion, I would like to dedicate this second edition of the French Film Festival of Kolkata to you, our audience. You really deserve it. Thanks very much.
Thank you to Honorable Consul General of France, Mr. Tollyin Kolkata. Now I would request Mr. Nicolas Fassino, Director of Alliance Francaise in Bengal and Director of the French Film Festival, to kindly share the words.
Thank you, Joshi. Dear Consul General of France, dear distinguished guests, dear cinema lover, cinema is not a reflection of reality. It is the reality of a reflection. With these words, Jean-Luc Godard reminds us that cinema is more than just an art form. It is a way of seeing the world, of shaping narratives that transcend borders, time, and cultures. This idea is nowhere more evident than in the enduring bond between France and India, Kolkata and Cannes, a connection that dates back decades. In 1952, Jean Renoir came to Kolkata to shoot The River, a film that would leave an indelible mark on cinema. It was during this time that he met a young man named Sajid, a passionate cinephile who assisted him on set and who, inspired by their exchange, went on to craft Tata Panchali, the film that would introduce Indian cinema to the world stage. It is only fitting that tonight we gather here once more in Kolkata, a city where cinema is not just appreciated, but revered, to celebrate the second edition of the Kolkata French Film Festival. It is also symbolic that our opening film, Délocalisé, Offshoring, was shot right here in Kolkata, much like The River more than 70 years ago. This film, which we have the honor of presenting tonight as a world premiere, is a testament to the vibrant creative exchanges that continue to flourish between France and India. Beyond the films, the festival is above all a human adventure, an intersection of passion, ambition, and collaboration. And I would like to take a moment to acknowledge those who have made this journey possible. First, Mr. Didier, Consul General of France, whose deep understanding of cultural diplomacy and unwavering support have given us the wings to dream bigger and reach higher. His trust and encouragement have been a guiding light in the realization of this festival. Merci Didier. Oui. Next, Mr. Prismo, Chakalov, our beloved chief advisor, the pillar of strength and steadfast supporter of this initiative. His prestigious network of partners has been instrumental in turning our vision into reality. Thank you, dear Prismo. I would like also to extend my deepest gratitude to